multiplying two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers. In this nugget, the learning objective is to multiply two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers. It's quite straightforward to multiply by one digit using the written method, but what about when you're multiplying a number by a two-digit number? For this, you'll need to use a slightly different method called long multiplication. Let's look closer at 43 times 16. In order to multiply 43, we can partition 16 into 10 and 6. This means we can split 43 times 16 into two operations, 43 times 10 and 43 times 6. When multiplying by a two-digit number, we always start by multiplying the ones and then the tens. So first, let's multiply 43 by 6. Let's start with the ones place. 3 times 6 equals 18. Make sure to exchange the 1 from 18 in the tens place. Now the tens place. 4 times 6 is 24. But we need to add the exchanged 1 to 24, which is 25. So 43 times 6 equals 258. Next, we can work out 43 times 10. This is an easy one. The answer is 430. Now we can add the answers for 43 times 6 and 43 times 10 together. 258 add 430. First, the ones place. 8 add 0 equals 8. Next, the tens. 5 add 3 equals 8. Finally, the hundreds. 2 add 4 equals 6. So 43 times 16 is 688. Let's try another example. 54 times 13. We need to partition 13 into 10 and 3 so that we can expand 54 times 13 into 54 times 3 and 54 times 10. First, let's multiply 54 by 3. For the ones, 4 times 3 equals 12. Exchange the 1 from 12 into the tens place. For the tens, 5 times 3 equals 15. Add the exchanged 1 to 15 to get 16. 54 times 3 equals 162. Next, let's multiply 54 by 10. Once again, this is simple. 540. Now, add the numbers together. 2 add 0 equals 2. 6 add 4 equals 10. Exchange the 1 from 10 into the hundreds place. 1 add 5 add 1 equals 7. So 54 times 13 equals 702. Now it's your turn. Work out the answer to 65 times 14. Pause the video and have a go. Well done if you remember to first partition 14 into 10 and 4. This meant you could expand 65 times 14 into 65 times 4 and 65 times 10. Next, you should have worked out 65 times 4. For the ones, 5 times 4 equals 20. Exchange the 2 from 20 into the tens place. For the tens, 6 times 4 equals 24. Add the exchanged 2 to get 26. 65 times 4 equals 260. Next, you needed to work out 65 times 10. The answer is 650. Finally, you needed to add these two numbers together. Starting with the ones, 0 plus 0 equals 0. For the tens, 6 add 5 equals 11. Exchange the 1 from 11 to the hundreds. For the hundreds, 2 add 6 add 1 equals 9. So well done if you worked out that 65 times 14 is 910. Let's look at an example where there is more than one 10. 43 times 35. First, partition 35 into 30 and 5 to get 43 times 5 and 43 times 30. Next, work out 43 times 5. For the ones, 3 times 5 equals 15. Exchange the 1 from 15 into the tens place. For the tens, 4 times 5 equals 20. Add the exchange 1 to get 21. Next, work out 43 times 30. An easy way to do this is by multiplying by 3, then by 10. So 3 times 3 equals 9, which when multiplied by 10 becomes 90. Next, 4 times 3 equals 12, which means that 40 times 30 equals 1,200, and 43 times 30 equals 1,290. Finally, add the two numbers. For the ones, 5 add 0 equals 5. For the tens, 1 add 9 equals 10. Exchange the 1 from 10 into the hundreds place. For the hundreds, 2 add 1 equals 5. Finally, the thousands. There is nothing to add to 1, so just write 1. So 43 times 35 equals 1,505. Now it's your turn. Find the answer to 53 times 42. Pause the video and have a go. Let's check the answers. Well done if you remember to first partition 42 to get 40 and 2. This gives 53 times 2 and 53 times 40. Next, you needed to work out 53 times 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. 5 times 2 equals 10. So 53 times 2 equals 106. Next, you needed to calculate 43 times 40. First, multiply 3 by 4, then multiply by 10. 3 times 40 equals 120. Exchange the 1 from 120 to the hundreds. Next, 5 times 4 equals 20. So 50 times 40 equals 2,000. Add the exchange 1 in the hundreds to get 2,100. So 53 times 40 equals 2,120. Finally, you should have added these two numbers together. 6 add 0 equals 6. 0 add 2 equals 2. 1 add 1 equals 2. There is nothing to add to the thousands too. So well done if you worked out that 53 times 42 is 2,226. So remember, partition the multiplier. Multiply by the ones. Multiply by the tens. Add both answers together.